Have you ever noticed how some women don't flirt directly? Instead, they quietly check if you're aware of their interest, especially when you're a man over 50. Their behavior around you changes. They don't want to look needy or too easy, so they ask certain questions instead. And here's what most men don't understand. A woman who feels drawn to an older man will almost always ask two very specific questions. It's like a hidden message in plain sight. Before I reveal them, do me a small favor. Tap the like button and comment if you've ever missed a woman's signal and only realized it later. Your support helps this reach more men who need it. Men over 50 often feel invisible to younger women or even women their own age. But the truth is quite different. Mature men become even more attractive when they truly understand how women behave. The real issue isn't women, it's misunderstanding. It's moving through life thinking she's just being friendly when she was actually inviting you closer. Women rarely show interest openly. They test your emotional calm, your presence, and your ability to notice small details. Feminine psychology works in subtle ways. When a woman starts seeing you as someone she can trust emotionally, physically, and intimately, her energy shifts from casual talk to intentional curiosity. She begins asking questions that reveal three important things: your strength as a man, whether you're steady and secure, your emotional and practical availability, and your awareness, meaning whether you can recognize genuine interest. This is exactly when those two key questions appear. But to understand why they matter so much, you need to see the psychological truth behind them. Many men over 50 expect clear and simple signs because they grew up in a time when people were more direct. But women today, even mature women, express interest differently. They don't say, I'm attracted to you, or I want to get closer. Instead, they explore. Women often ask carefully chosen questions to see if you're a man they can move toward without fear of rejection. Because here's the quiet fear many women have, especially with older men. If she shows her interest too clearly, she worries you'll think she's needy. So she hides her attraction inside innocent sounding questions. If you don't notice them, she usually won't repeat the invitation. Women rarely offer the same emotional opening twice. Feminine psychology is layered. Women use questions the way men use actions. When a man feels drawn to someone, he offers help, direction, or protection. When a woman feels drawn, she asks a question that hints at closeness. There are many questions a woman might ask in daily life, but only two appear consistently when she is gently exploring intimacy with a mature man. I'll share them soon. But first, understand something important. She doesn't ask because she wants to pry into your life. She asks because she wants to sense your emotional warmth. She wants to feel, is he calm? Is he steady? Is he open to my energy? Does he stand in his masculine energy or hide behind politeness? These questions aren't about gathering information. They're about connection. They create a small bridge between you and her. She places it carefully to see if you step onto it with presence. And when you do, everything shifts in her mind and body. Most men answer these questions at face value, but a wiser, more grounded man understands the deeper meaning behind her words. Because when she asks them, she isn't collecting data, she's checking alignment. She's checking your awareness. She's checking whether you're the kind of man who notices things beneath the surface. When a woman is drawn to you, she doesn't need you to show off money, strength, or stories. She needs to feel that you are conscious, present, and calm. These two questions matter because they are not random curiosity, they are invitations. The first question she asks a man she desires is meant to uncover one thing: your availability, not your calendar, but your heart. She wants to sense whether your life has emotional space for her. It's not a practical question, it's a psychological one. It's her way of asking, are you open or closed? Can you connect, or are you hiding in your routines? Can I come closer without being pushed back? Women don't like wasting emotional effort, so they test for openness before revealing deeper interest. This first question is her version of leaning in slightly to see if you lean in too. But most men miss it completely because they think she's just making conversation. The second question she asks when she wants intimacy is about your direction, not your goals or career, but your inner direction. She wants to know if your life has purpose, movement, and masculine steadiness. Women don't open up to men who drift. They open up to men who are anchored, men who know who they are and where they stand. This question tells her, is this man emotionally alive? Does he carry himself with stability? Can I feel safe in his presence? Does he have boundaries, or is he just floating through life? The second question isn't about details, it's about your core. When she asks it, she is imagining what being close to you would feel like. A woman might feel drawn to a man's body, but she only moves toward him when she desires his presence. And this question becomes her doorway into sensing the man you truly are. These questions are especially important for men over 50. By the time a man reaches his 50s or 60s, many women assume he has already lived most of his emotional stories. So they hesitate to step into his life unless they feel certain they won't become just a side character. These two questions are soft, simple, and almost invisible. They are her way of checking whether there is space for her and whether the man she wants is living with purpose or just passing through life. You can ignore compliments. You can miss body language. But if you miss these two questions, you miss the moment when a woman is trying to open a door. And once that door closes, most women don't open it again. When a woman wants real intimacy with an older man, not just friendly talk, but genuine emotional and physical closeness, she tests the connection with these two specific questions. These questions appear across cultures, ages, and backgrounds because they come straight from feminine psychology. Here they are. The first question: do you spend a lot of time alone? It sounds harmless, but it's not. It's her way of asking, is there room? Is he open or closed off? Does he have space for closeness, or is he locked in his habits? She might phrase it differently. Do you usually go out alone? Do you keep to yourself? Are you seeing anyone or just doing your own thing lately? This question is never about loneliness. It's about access. A woman asks it only when she has already pictured herself somewhere near your life. She wants to know if you are welcoming or emotionally unavailable. If she felt nothing for you, she wouldn't care how you spend your time. But when she feels drawn to the stability and calm that many mature men carry, she wants to know if she can enter your world without forcing her presence. Most men reply literally, yes, I'm alone a lot. No, not really. But a steady man hears the real meaning. She is checking your openness. She is testing your availability. She is seeing whether closeness with you is truly possible. To answer in a way that builds attraction, stay calm, balanced, and open, but never needy. You can say something like, I enjoy my space, but I'm always open to good company. Or, I like my routines, but I'm open to someone who adds something meaningful. This does two things. It shows you are emotionally open without being desperate, and it gently hints that she could be someone you'd let into your life. This tone gives her warmth, possibility, and emotional safety, which naturally leads her to the second question. The second question is, what are you looking for these days? This question is never casual. It is not small talk. It is a woman exploring you as a romantic possibility. If she felt nothing, she would never ask something so personal. Women save this question for men they see as potentially meaningful. She may phrase it as, what do you want in your life right now? What direction are you moving in? What are you focusing on lately? What do you want at this stage of life? Women ask this to understand your inner direction. For a woman to open herself emotionally or physically to a mature man, she needs to feel that he knows who he is, what he wants, and that he's not drifting through life. This question helps her see, does this man's life have direction I could walk alongside? Does he have emotional purpose, physical purpose, and relational purpose? Is he someone I can trust with my vulnerability? Men who answer too literally often break the moment. Saying, I'm just looking for peace, or I'm taking each day as it comes, makes her hear drifting, and women don't invest in men who drift. If you want to answer with masculine clarity, keep it short and directed. You can say, I'm building a simpler, stronger chapter with the right people, or I'm looking for connection that feels natural, not forced, or I'm focusing on living with intention, experiences, and meaningful moments. These responses show three things. You are moving forward, not stuck. You have emotional clarity. And you quietly create space where she can imagine herself in your life. This is powerful for a woman. It signals that you are emotionally awake. And women want a man who is alive inside. These two questions are deeply connected to female desire. A man who is open and moving with purpose creates real emotional pull. Women don't need perfection, they need clarity. Clarity creates safety, and safety awakens desire. Picture this in real life. You're talking with a woman in a cafe, bookstore, or even online. The conversation feels smooth with a soft tension. She laughs a little more, touches her hair, looks at you warmly. Then she asks, "So, do you spend a lot of time alone?" That's her first emotional step toward you, opening the door slightly. If you respond with presence, she feels encouraged. If you miss it or shut it down, the energy drops. Later, she asks the second question: "What are you looking for these days?" That's her deciding whether to go deeper. These moments are not random, they are emotional checkpoints. A woman who wants intimacy will not say it openly. She will ask these two questions: Are you open emotionally? Do you spend a lot of time alone? Are you emotionally alive? What are you looking for these days? When you notice them, you enter the moment with presence. When you miss them, the moment disappears. Women rarely offer the same emotional invitation twice. If you remember just one thing, let it be this: a woman doesn't test your words, she tests your presence and awareness. If you can recognize the questions she uses to signal desire, you will never again wonder whether a woman is interested in you. Thank you so much for watching my video on the psychology code. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, The Psychology Code, for more content like this. Also, let me know in the comments what changes or improvements you'd like to see in future videos.